Thousands of years ago, a small group of people left Taiwan and embarked on one of the most remarkable journeys in human history. They crossed thousands of kilometers of open ocean without GPS, compasses, or maps, relying solely on their observations of nature, stars, and ocean currents. Their voyage was so successful that their descendants settled every habitable island in the Pacific, from Hawaii in the north to New Zealand in the south, from Fiji in the west to Easter Island in the east, covering a territory larger than Russia. For decades, scholars believed that Polynesian expansion was accidental, the result of drifting on favorable winds. However, modern genetic research convincingly disproves this hypothesis. As early as the 1980s, scientists identified the Polynesian mitochondrial motif, a unique mitochondrial DNA marker found in nearly all modern Polynesians. Mitochondrial DNA is passed exclusively through the maternal line, allowing precise tracking of female ancestors' migrations. Comparisons of sequences revealed that this genetic lineage traces back to the peoples of Taiwan and nearby islands around 3,000 years ago. Subsequent studies using Y-chromosome analysis confirmed that male lineages were also remarkably homogeneous, though with small contributions from indigenous Melanesian populations. This supports the hypothesis of hybridization, which helped settlers adapt to tropical environments and ensured societal stability across generations. In the 21st century, the advent of whole genome sequencing and autosomal DNA analysis allowed scientists to reconstruct more complex migration routes. Between 2014 and 2020, studies showed that approximately 70 to 80% of modern Polynesians' genetic code traces back to Taiwan and the Philippines, while the remaining 20 to 30% comes from Melanesian islands. This evidence supports the long pause theory, where Polynesian ancestors spent a significant period settling in Melanesia before moving eastward across thousands of kilometers of ocean. A particularly striking discovery occurred in 2020, when genetic analysis of Polynesian populations and indigenous peoples of South America revealed significant matches in autosomal DNA, confirming that contact between Polynesians and South Americans occurred long before European arrival. Archaeological evidence such as the presence of sweet potatoes, Ipomea batatas, on Polynesian islands aligns with this finding. The plant's genetic structure matches that of South American varieties, proving that Polynesians not only crossed the ocean, but also established trade and cultural exchanges, sharing plants, technology, and knowledge. Genetic research also highlights remarkable aspects of Polynesian adaptability and maritime expertise. Unique genes associated with endurance and marine environment adaptation are prevalent in Polynesian populations. Analyses of mitochondrial DNA and Y chromosomes allow scientists to trace migration waves down to a few generations, creating a genetic map of oceanic voyages. For example, specific mutations in mitochondrial DNA help date initial settlements on Fiji, Tonga, and Samoa to approximately 2,800 to 2,500 years ago. Archaeogenetics, which combines DNA from ancient remains with modern genetic analysis, enables researchers to reconstruct not only migration paths, but also adaptations to island ecosystems. Ancient remains show that early settlers possessed genetic resistance to tropical pathogens and employed advanced methods for food processing and water storage, confirming that Polynesian expansion was deliberate rather than accidental. In addition to genetics, archaeological evidence reinforces these findings. Lapita pottery, dated to 1500 to 2000 BCE, is found across Melanesia and Polynesia. The geometric patterns on the vessels are highly standardized, indicating advanced craftsmanship and cultural continuity. Remains of settlements, tools, and animal bones allow researchers to reconstruct early settlers' lives, cultivating taro, sweet potatoes, and coconuts, fishing with nets and canoes, hunting birds, and adapting to different island environments. Oral tradition played a crucial role in preserving navigational knowledge. Songs and myths contain precise instructions for determining directions, identifying islands, and predicting weather patterns. Modern experiments recreating ancient voyages demonstrate that these skills enabled safe navigation across thousands of kilometers of open ocean. A key illustration of Polynesian navigation is the reconstruction of the Hokulea canoe in 1976. Craftsmen and researchers built an exact replica of a traditional double-hulled canoe, and sailed from Hawaii to Tahiti using only ancient navigation methods. During the voyage, navigators relied on stars, ocean currents, and birds, proving that oral tradition was based on precise, practical knowledge. Detailed logs, photographs, and videos from this expedition became invaluable scientific documentation. Together, genetic, archaeological, and ethnographic data provide a comprehensive picture. Migration from Taiwan, settlement across Melanesia, Lapita cultural standardization, navigational mastery, contact with South America, and preservation of traditions through Hokulea, one of humanity's greatest achievements. This is a story not of chance, but of careful planning, knowledge, and skill. People armed with observation, collective wisdom, and unique genetic traits were able to cross oceans, conquer the elements, and leave a legacy that continues to inspire scientists and humanity today. Subscribe to explore in-depth research into ancient civilizations, the genetics of forgotten peoples, and the great journeys that changed human history.